This is the ZNS Network, providing radio and high-definition television services for the entire Bahamas. ZNS Network is operated by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. It is located at Harcourt Rusty Bethel Drive, Centerville, Nassau. Our programming is designed to inform, educate, and entertain. We invite you to join us.
The following is a preamble of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Whereas 481 years ago, the rediscovery of this family of islands, rocks and keys, heralded the rebirth of the New World. And whereas the people of this family of islands, recognizing that the preservation of their freedom will be guaranteed by a national commitment to self-discipline, industry, loyalty, unity, and an abiding respect for Christian values and the rule of law. Now, know we therefore, we the inheritors of and successors to this family of islands, recognizing the supremacy of God and believing in the fundamental rights and freedoms of the individual, do hereby proclaim in solemn praise the establishment of a free and democratic sovereign nation, founded on spiritual values, and in which no man, woman, or child shall ever be slave or bondsman to anyone, or their labor exploited, or their lives frustrated by deprivation, and do hereby provide by these articles for the indivisible unity and creation under God of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
It's Wednesday, April 13th, 2022, and the morning edition is live. On today's show, NIB increases in the works. We'll take you inside a spring garden, another home run for Jazz, and we're having Fisher-style conch salad for breakfast. So let's start the morning off right.
The morning edition is brought to you by We Buy, You Sell Company, your leading hurricane impact windows, doors, and tile specialist.
If you focus on change, you will get better results. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning edition. I'm LaDawn Davis.
And good morning, everybody. I'm Charles Fisher, all set for a great show, all set for a great weekend. Looking nice today on Easter.
I put on my pink after I got scolded by Tehran yesterday.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm looking like the dark chocolate, and you're looking like something out of the Easter bag, huh?
So where's your yellow pants, your pink pants?
I'm gonna do those tomorrow. I'm not too much of a colorful person, but I'm gonna do those tomorrow. Hopefully we get everything going. But everybody seems to be up and down. I went out looking for fish yesterday, LaDawn, and I know a kit of fish nowadays $300
for a kit.
A kit of fish, and I know persons are saying, "Wow." A kit of fish. I got some conch yesterday for our show this morning. $4 for the conch.
And how many conchs did you?
I was only able to get 2 because payday is not until next week, Tuesday. So
and for how much?
$4. So these prices are out the wall. So imagine persons that are going out today to buy their fish and their conch. They probably have to take their land papers and take everything.
I think they need to go and throw their line out to catch some fish.
Yeah, then last night we were helping some of my friends do some fish, and a lot of persons, you know what they're doing? They're off the rock fishing because they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay those. They don't want to pay those prices. So a lot of persons were off the rock, doing stuff like that. So, wow, it is crazy out there. It is crazy out there. And talking about being crazy out there, let's see how the streets are this morning. First thing. Let's see, before
I know persons are dying to find out. What are you putting in your conch salad?
It's a secret.
Just a little?
It's a secret. It's going to be a colorful salad this morning.
Any cornflakes?
No cornflakes. No
mayonnaise?
No mayonnaise. Mayonnaise naturally in the cornflakes. But let's check out, before we go to traffic, let's check out our weather for this morning. We have remnants of a frontal boundary that continues to linger near the the Bahamas, producing a few showers over the southeastern islands, while high pressure centered northeast of the area continue to generate moderate to fresh breezes across the island. For the northwest Bahamas, weather partly sunny, warm and breezy today, mostly fair and breezy tonight. For the central and southeast Bahamas, weather will be cloudy and windy with a chance of a few quick passing showers throughout tonight. Your daytime high temperature 82, your overnight low of 69. We are waking up to 72, mostly sunny, winds east at 8 miles per hour, humidity 73%. Now, as we look ahead to this weekend, Thursday, partly sunny and breezy to windy with a chance of a few isolated showers during the day, mainly fair and breezy with a stray shower or two possible at night. 84 in the day, 72 at night. And then on Friday, that rain is out there, cloudy, thunderstorms expected in the afternoon. 84 in the day, 73 at night. And now let's go to the streets to see how our traffic is shaping up.
Good morning, Fisher and Madon, and good morning, Bahamas. Your Thursday, well, actually it's Wednesday, morning traffic report is coming to you live from the intersection at Village Road going on to Soldier Road. And with us this morning, as always, is Corporal Patrick Kemp of the Royal Bahamas Police Force Traffic Division. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Bahamas. And to be honest with you, I feel the same way you do. This week just needs a high bend.
Obviously, we're ready for the weekend, but Kemp, as I was telling you this morning, I like to change a song or two while I'm driving. Pick up my phone, just really quickly change a song. And you were telling me, Antoine, no, that can't happen. Why?
But remember, on yesterday, we talked about minimizing any distractions in your vehicle. All right? Distractions, things like fixing your hair, making tea, dealing with the children. All of these extra activities can cause you to get in an accident. And also I mentioned about any loose items in your vehicle, things like bottles, deodorant, stilettos, slippers, things like those you don't need in the front of the vehicle or anywhere rolling around in the vehicle while you're driving. They can get caught up under the brake pedal and they can cause an accident because you're unable to stop. We've had those cases before where persons got in an accident because they couldn't stop because items were under the brake pedal. I bought this little gadget here. This is for a cell phone holder. You'll be surprised to know how something like this can cause you to not spend up to $500 in a fine because you're driving while utilizing your phone. By a push of a button or stroke of the button, you can answer or make calls, not text. Texting takes a lot more effort, but just to answer a call if need be. This here can save you a lot of money and time between the calls. So the effort here is to minimize a lot of the distractions on the streets so the drivers can get to where they want safely without any accidents.
And obviously with that nifty gadget, I can also change my song. Kemp, I think you also forgot sneakers. Those sneakers can cause accidents. That's all the time we have for now in this segment. Don and Fisher, we're going to toss it back to you.
National Insurance Board contributions are set to go up within a year as the threat of the fund being depleted has increased. While not a popular decision, it's one that government says will help ensure Bahamians continue to benefit for decades to come.
A decision is being prepared, and I will not be surprised if that happens for the mere fact that we are in this unsustainable position. The 10th actuarial report stated that if corrective measures were not taken urgently, that it would have been depleted in 2029. In the 80s, I think the contribution was around $12 million a year, the benefits. Now, the benefit payouts are north of $100 million a year.
Minister of Economic Affairs, Senator the Honorable Michael Halkitis dismissing the possibility of a profit margin increase for local petroleum dealers, noting that would be too much for motorists who are already contending with escalating fuel costs. And as for the claim that government is benefiting most from the increase, the minister had this to say.
For diesel, it's a combination of a fixed and what they call an ad valorem, which means it fluctuates. But for gasoline, which most individuals consume, the government's tax is fixed, and so whether the price goes up or down, the government's tax remains the same.
Overcrowding has long plagued the Department of Corrections, but soon that problem will be rectified as government is embarking on a new initiative.
Our government is working on plans to build a new high medium security prisons to reduce the overcrowding in the inmate population.
Currently, I think it's projected to cost somewhere in the range of $40 to $45 million. That includes, of course, renewables, because the government has a policy of using renewable solar in the steel on the roof. There'll be steel fabricated, so there'll be no place to dig and hide contraband, no place to dig and hide phones. It'll be more controlled. It'll be modern so that you can have it surveilled by cameras.
Senior Justice Bernard Turner taking the oath of office as acting Chief Justice, Deputy to the Governor General, the Honorable Cynthia Pratt, presenting the instruments of appointment. Turner says he's elated to serve in this capacity.
Whenever you take on a constitutional office, no matter how short a period of time, and a high constitutional office such as Chief Justice, as acting Chief Justice, if only briefly, you feel the weight of history sometimes on you at that moment of taking that oath. And I certainly felt that, as I did on the previous occasions that I have acted. I think this is the third time.
The COVID-19 pandemic has taken the world on a series of twists and turns, with all signs pointing to this trend continuing. Director of the National HIV and AIDS and Infectious Disease Program, Dr. Nakia Forbes, says this means that we have to learn to live with the virus and take personal responsibility.
It's good that these newer strains, like the Omicron strain and the BA2, which is a subvariant of Omicron, they appear to be less severe. More people are immune. And so what we're seeing is that less people are ending up in the hospital and dying. Now, an important thing to note is that even in some locations where restrictions have been eased and cases are starting to go up again, they are discussing things like reintroducing certain recommendations like mask wearing in public. You'll see that is being called for again in places where COVID cases are rising. So we have to remember that this is a fluid situation.
4 females and 2 males make up the 6 new COVID cases in country. Of that number, 3 are from New Providence, 2 from Abaco, and 1 from Eleuthera. Hospitalizations continue with a steady decrease, with the latest figure at 7, all listed as moderately ill. There are 113 active cases with 3 new recoveries.
April 2nd marks World Autism Awareness Day and kicked off World Autism Month. This special month is celebrated by wearing the color blue, which is meant to increase and understand the autism spectrum disorder, ASD, which appears to be one of the fastest growing development disability affecting Bahamian children. 1 in every 68 children are affected, with boys being 4 times more likely.
Although a lot of research is being conducted on this disorder, there remains a lot that needs to be done. As parents of an autistic child, we recognize that ASD is definitely more about his abilities rather than any perceived disabilities. These kids are unique in every way, shape, and form. They have the ability to love more and to be loved more, and bring people from all walks of life together to show love and support for this community.
KO Bahamas Business Solutions
and Alive supports World Autism Month.
Time of the year, and no, we're not talking about Christmas, but spring. And this morning, Antoinette Smith visits a nursery to provide us with a few spring gardening tips.
So this is love. So this is love.
No, but close. It's just spring.
It's flower time. We can still do impatiens, Kazania daisies, Mexican heather.
But more than that, it's also the perfect time of the year to take food from farm to table. A growth in home gardening originally ignited due to the pandemic, now catching a few more eyes due to rising cost.
For one thing, like the romaine lettuce, if you planted several of those, every evening you're taking a couple of leaves off of each one for your salad. But it still keeps growing. So you're going to go back in another couple of days and take another couple of leaves off. Whereas, when you go into the food store and you buy your one romaine lettuce.
But not so hasty there. The pick of the perfect produce to plant, takes a little bit of consideration because according to the experts, not all sun is good sun.
But coming up to our summertime, some things could be moved into a little bit of shade. Watch your watering. People tend to overwater because they're thinking they need to water their babies, and they'll water them every day. Like, no, they gotta be watered like some things once a week or twice a week. So when you buy your plants, make sure you ask your local nursery how much you should be watering it.
A good plant pick, fruit trees, which tend to be seasonal but can also yield a lot. And if you're a lot more simplistic, maybe some trees that don't easily die.
Most of the herbs will go all year, so you don't have to really worry about when to plant them. But most herbs will go through the year. Vegetables, you can come into your local nursery and buy seedlings. So instead of starting off with a seed, which puts you back in time, you really want to get a seedling and plant those, and that you've got a head start, a jump start.
So if you love spring, but you're more like me who can't plant a tree, take these tips and tricks to maximize your home garden.
Well, talk about a power couple. This morning we introduce you to two Cat Islanders that's making waves. They are husband and wife, Junior and Peggy Johnson. Fishing is their livelihood, and now they have ventured into their own YouTube channel called Cat Island Boys TV.
Well, it started during the pandemic. We would send videos in our family chat. And everyone was like, man, you need to put these on YouTube, like, you know. And some days we didn't send videos, and everyone in the chat was like, what happened? What y'all do today? What y'all do today? So, you know, we just grew from there. We started uploading videos to YouTube, and people just keep asking for more videos. So it's basically this everyday stuff that we do as a family in Cat Island, mostly which is fishing because that's our job. And we just post them, and people just love them.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
She mostly do all the filming. Yeah. I do all the hard work, 90% of the hard work, but mostly when we fishing, she's the editor, so she do all the good stuff, you know?
He accused me of editing out most of his catches, but we do a lot of deep drop, snapper dropping, and we do that on the north side though, so hardly anyone really goes out on the north side, so that's sort of unique for being fishermen on Cat Island.
And their channel has their regular followers and now starting to catch on the international market.
We just had a couple who came to one of the resorts, Fernandez Bay, and they're like, man, we only come in here just to see you guys, you know, just to hang and chill or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the resort they called a couple times, more than a couple times they called and they said, we have some guests who really want to meet y'all before they go back. They watch y'all. Then we had a guy that came from Canada somewhere that stayed in the north. He came down, he was like, man, I had to see y'all before I leave. He's like, you know, he don't know, he wanted to do a Bahamas vacation, and he came across the channel, Googling on YouTube. He came across the channel, and because of our channel, he decided to make Cat Island the island that he came to. So there's a lot of stories like that we've been getting from guests, and a lot of people asking to spend time with us when they come.
So how often do the couple get to go out and film?
Supposed to be go out most every time the weather is good, you know. Anytime you're able to, once I'm able to keep up in the weather, because I do all the driving and all the staying at the boat, you know. So once I'm able to keep up and she can take the little pressure,
yeah, once weather permits, we out there. Because like I said, that's our living. We do fishing actually for living. We sell our fish. So it's not just about the YouTube channel. This is actually what we do. And, you know, God has been good because a lot of our business on that end has been growing too, because a lot of our viewers are now our supporters financially in terms of purchasing our fish as well. So we're really grateful, and the channels really help us too a lot with moving the business and being able to turn over and invest in the business and help to grow it.
Junior and Peggy Johnson are not the only YouTubers who are introducing you to this morning. Crystal Drawling recently sat down with another young Bahamian who is making a name for himself on this social media platform.
I am here with Leon Hepburn, also known as the Great Leon on YouTube. So, how are you doing today?
Man, I am doing good, man. You know, just got up early to be here.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for getting up early with us. Now, what made you get into YouTube?
What made me start YouTube? I don't know if you could remember when the pandemic first started and we had a curfew. We wasn't allowed to leave our house. We had a time to be home and a time to leave. Throughout that moment, I came up with a plan, you know, to at least use my time wisely. my spare time wisely. So I was watching a few YouTube channels, and they were doing like the same thing I'm doing right now. So I tried it out for the first time, and believe it or not, the famous YouTuber by the name of Azers, he's the voice actor for Family Guy's Cleveland Brown. He saw my video and he shouted me out. And, you know, at that moment, that was very mind-blowing for me to know that he actually said that he subscribed to me and he's watching my videos. You know, that motivated me to keep posting, and, you know, and here we are now.
I see that you have your YouTube plaque. You know, like you got like an award. How many subscribers do you have now? And how many did you need to get that plaque?
I think we're at 240,000. But to get this YouTube play button, you need 100,000.
What made you want to do singing as your YouTube channel?
Where did I learn to sing? We used to have a lot of Christmas plays every once a year, and I can remember the teachers asking me to sing for a role in the play, and I sang, and it was basically shocked, you know, because they said I sound like little Michael Jackson. Since that happened, I would say I never parted ways from singing, you know. I feel like here in the Bahamas, we have a lot of beyond talented singers and musicians and rappers that the world needs to hear. And being blessed enough to have this worldwide audience, I gotta represent my hometown, you know, by hanging the flag in the back of here, you know. Because normally when I sing online, people would ask me where I'm from, and I would say the Bahamas, and they would always give me like a, oh, what? You're from the Paradise Island? That's crazy. So I gotta represent my hometown, you know, to show the world what we have to offer.
Before you go, could you leave us with a song?
Oh, most definitely.
To the break, we take a look back at today in Bahamian history. On April 13th, 1943, former cabinet minister, veteran broadcaster, and businessman Sir Charles Carter was born. Also on this day in 2000, lecturers at the College of the Bahamas staged a sit-in and threatened to withhold examination results due to an ongoing dispute with management.
We Buy You Sell offers the best in impact windows and doors. The first line of defense in protecting your home and family with premium designs and affordable pricing. We can make your dream home a reality. We also stock a wide variety of tiles such as porcelain, mosaic, and plank tiles. We offer the lowest rates in the country. Located at number 163 Robinson Road. Call 677-2856 or 324-6427. We Buy You Sell. Come and see us today.
Team Bahamas going after its sixth gifted swimming title in the last 7 editions. Trevano McAfee will be at the helm as head coach when competition takes place over the Easter holiday weekend.
We have a 36-member team with the 3 coaches, Coach Cameron Bruni, Coach Andy Lover out of Freeport, and myself. We are prepared to, be there for these swimmers. Anything they need, any help that they need, just to prepare them mentally to get through that 4 days of swimming. It's a long, long meet. When you get to the 3rd day, you kind of, start to feel fatigue. So that's where our biggest challenges come in as coaches, just to get them mentally through the 1st day, through the 2nd day, and like I say, just take one race at a time, and hopefully at the end of the 4 days, we'll come out champions. We were one of the first countries to get our protocols together for swimming. Speaking to some of the, Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad. So a lot of their swimmers were out of the water a long, long time. So I think our swimmers have a little edge because our protocols were put in place so fast. I think that we were ready to go down. Obviously, we had a lot of swimmers who aged out and who did not get to swim their last rifter. But we've still been following our competition online, watching what they're doing, watching what their younger swimmers, the new swimmers have been doing who we haven't seen yet. But our swimmers look ready and we look good on paper. Hopefully we can, transition it into the pool and, like I say, bring home some hardware, some medals, and hopefully some career records.
Well, another big night for Jazz Chisholm, a two-run home run in the top of the seventh to tie the game. Second home run of the season for him. Marlins gave up a run in the ninth and lost 4-3 to the Angels. Marlins off today, playing home opener against the Philadelphia Phillies tomorrow. And there will be a Bahamian connection on the University of Akron men's basketball team next season. After 3 years with Ole Miss Rebels, Samuel Hunter officially announced via social media that he will be continuing his basketball career with the Zips team that also features fellow national team player Garvin Clark. Akron won the MAC Conference tournament and nearly knocked off third-seeded UCLA Bruins in the NCAA tournament this year.
By giving unconditionally, not expecting anything in return, I thought was a wonderful way of showing this love, and I believe that it is love that truly draws people, and so I thought we could cover a lot more people by feeding. Volunteers, you know, they have truly been sold.
My passion is to help, and I thank God for what I can do through the help of Bahamas Feeding Network.
My brothers and sisters, as we celebrate Holy Week is really a string of 8 days that allow us the opportunity to reflect on the shift in humanity. We look at things like Jesus' sacrifice on the cross as it was launched. It starts with Palm Sunday and his triumphant entry into Jerusalem. Then the week leads us to the Lord's Supper, his crucifixion. And as we celebrate Good Friday, and the question can be asked, why Good Friday when Jesus was killed and crucified? It's Good Friday because it was good for the human race. Then on Easter Sunday, we see his resurrection. This is the basics for Christianity. In other words, without the shedding of blood, there is no remission of sin. His sacrifices launches the new covenant and the promises made had prophesied men and prophets throughout the Old Testament. Each day allows us to take a peek into the heart of the Savior and intently close proximity. His love for us reflects in every significant step toward the cross, every breath, upon the last, and his resurrection. Holy Week leads to this Easter Sunday. Though Jesus did not walk this earth incarnate, he was born in Bethlehem to the Virgin Mary and Joseph. He exists throughout the entire Bible, even from the book of Genesis. And so, my brothers and sisters, as we celebrate this Holy Week, we in the Church of God take this time very seriously because we know it is the basis for our Christian foundation. And so as we celebrate this Holy Week, let us remember that the death of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is so that mankind everywhere can be free and come to know him as Lord and personal Savior. Happy Holy Week to all.
So what's on your plate this morning? We have some conch salad here. Growing up, it was either conch salad or Scotch conch. Then they get into this thing called tropical salad, where they put all kind of fruits and stuff in, and they might as well call it food cup salad. But this morning we are going to make our own. We have our solid, fresh salad right here, all prepared by our Cindy.
Can't wait.
So
Can't wait
you
for
can.
that.
We're eating conch salad for breakfast this morning. So You can dip in. Everybody's going to be eating their fish meal this week. But like I said, they normally have like a salad this morning. So what I want to do this morning, I want to show you how we normally eat it on a Saturday morning at the Fisher's residence. We put some Lucky Charms cereal inside our salad. Mix it up with some nice Lucky Charm.
I see you also have something here.
Yeah, and since it's Easter, let's sprinkle some sprinkles in it to give it a little bit of color, you know.
Oh, wow.
And you know, sometimes you don't like your salad too sour, and sometimes you don't like it too orangey. So I bought some Aunt Jemima sauce to make it nice and sweet. So
I'm going to preserve a spot in the restroom just for you this morning.
Then you mix it all up together, you know, like how they do all by.
No, I'm gonna.
You know, like how they do it. Doesn't it look good? It looks like an Easter. This is what you call an Easter salad.
I'm sure it's gonna be sweet, sour.
An Easter salad. So this is what we're having for breakfast this morning, folks. And I'm gonna copyright this because I know a lot of persons out by the fish fry or Porterski are gonna try and do this weekend. But if you see anybody, the police let me know because this is my invention.
How does it taste? How does it taste? No. How does it taste?
It tastes like.
No. You have Lucky Charms and ice cream sprinkles.
Okay, let me tell you how it tastes. It has that tingy taste of the salad, and then the sweet taste of the Lucky Charm and the sprinkles. So it tastes like a bag of candy.
No, it's probably sweet then.
Yeah.
It's like the tropical salad and Aunt Jemima syrup.
Yeah.
So it tastes like the tropical.
So this is what I call a conker salad.
Oh, jeez. I think you might want to let Roscoe taste it because I'm really afraid. The bathroom looks like, oh my gosh. And be sure to stay tuned into the ZNS Network for news as it happens, TV and radio updates throughout the day. Then you can tune into the Northern Edition at 6:30 and the Bahamas tonight at 7. I'm going to escape the bathroom run this morning. I'll let Fisher handle that.
And it's much more for anybody who wants to come in the newsroom and get some. Not this one, but I'm going to mix some conker salad.
Have this one, yes. Have a great morning, everybody.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.